Josh, first of all, just how disappointed on reflection were you with the goals conceded against Aston Villa at the weekend?
Yeah, we were very disappointed. We have, I think, a very good gameplay, and when you see the video back, what we have very, very good chances. We make 2 very good goals, but in the details, with the 2 setups, at the end you can say we're losing the game for that. In the first half, the free kick, and in the second half, the corner. That were the 2 moments where we have a very problem with that, to control and to clear the situation. So that was the most disappointing situation in the game for us. When we stay in the first half with 3-4, 5-1 in the front, nobody was surprised from that. While we have the good chances to come to a better result to the half time. And in the second half, yeah, we have the important moment for that they can score the 3-2. We had also 2 very good moments before. We had the post in the scrimmage, and after that with Ateneu. When we score the 3-2, I think we win the game. But in the detail, I come back to the setup, to the corner. Yeah, we have there not the control, not the 100% defending what we must do, and you lose the game in 2 moments where you can have it clear. So that was disappointing. The last goal was not for the game important. The game was over, and it is for the statistic. But the 2 goals you can and must be better defending with the moments that you yeah, must clear it.
Do you feel like you took a step forward as an attacking threat, though, that you caused Aston Villa some problems, and they're one of the better teams in the league?
Yeah, when we see what we have here on opponents in the last games and weeks, we have Cardiff City, number 2 in the league, Derby County, number 3 in the league, number 4 Aston Villa. These 3 clubs, they fighting for the number 2, 3 and 4 positions in the league, and we have against these 3 clubs, we play against Cardiff a draw, we win against Derby County, and we lose now Aston Villa. But in these 3 games, yeah, we have with my team, let's see that we can win from the top teams in the league. So Cardiff, we know that, and I say it also before, we had the best chances for the halftime, after the halftime. When we make our chances, it was the same as last Saturday. At the end, we play also against Cardiff, Derby County and Aston Villa, I think very good. We had more chances, but at the end, you must score in goals, and that is what we have not done, and that's why this result was Saturday frustrating and irritating. When you play not good, or that the opponent is much better than us, and they have a lot of chances, then you must say, okay, we must respect that. The Aston Villa was the best team, but we have Saturday can win the game, and then is it for our side? Of course, a big disappointment.
The pitch is, obviously the weather's not been very good at the moment. The pitch is looking a little bit bare in some parts. Is that a problem at all? Is that impacting the way your team plays?
No, I think we must not give us the alibi to why the field is maybe not so good. We have winter, and maybe tomorrow we have also not 100% good field. But I look only at what we're doing, and that is important, and we look not to how is the weather, or how is the field, or something else. We have the opportunity to win last Saturday, and we have not done that, and that is it hurt today, also not from last Saturday.
In terms of the health of the squad, is there any good news there? Anybody back in contention at the moment?
Yes, Liam Palmer comes tomorrow back to the team, and for the first time Alman Abdi, he comes back for the first time. He played now 45 minutes for 2 weeks ago, last week 90 minutes in under 23, and he is a couple of weeks in the training, so he comes now to a situation that we thinking that he is maybe match fit and physical strong enough to be an option. So we must work of course, also with Abdi harder in the last days and weeks, and also in the next time. But he is now one of the players who is a long time away from us, but he is now coming back.
Is Sam Hutchinson close at all? Is he close to a return?
No, he training with Joost van Aken. These both players, Sam and Joost, training last Wednesday and Friday 2 times now with the team. But from training to the match to the game, you must also be match or the game fit. And now the medical team give them training free for us. So now we must do the next step with Joost and with Sam. What we also do in the last weeks with Tom Lees and with Alman Abdi. Tom Lees was normal, maybe the option, but he had also played last month in 90 minutes. And maybe Tom is in the next week option for us to come back to the first team also after a long time. So Tom Lees and Abdi, they are now close with the team. And we must have a little bit patience of Joost and Sam, so that they have more trainings with us, and maybe also 1 or 2 games with under 23.
You've met with Fernando Forestieri. You mentioned that the other day. What are your first impressions of him? And is there any chance at all that he could play again this year?
Yeah, very positive. He was very enjoyed and happy that he has come back with us, and I speak with him also. So yeah, the next situation for Fernando is that he is now 5 months after his surgery. So we must now try to bring him every day, every week in a better physical, but also in the direction team training. He must in the next weeks individually training, and maybe when everything is going in the progression good and positive, so he can maybe starting also with the team training in a couple of weeks. But I cannot give a date or exactly when he is maybe available to play for us in the next time.
In terms of the game against Swansea, will you play your strongest team, or will you have to manage the squad and think about the league?
Our strongest team is the players who are available, and that have we see Saturday. So, but we see it also against Derby County, and we see it also at Cardiff City, and the small squad is my best team what we have on this moment. And we have now not 11 players, we have 12-13 players from our first team, but we have also always 3-4 players from under 23. They also stay with us. So this is my team, and we try tomorrow the best team to let play, but it is not only 11 players. Why in the last games and weeks and months we play with our whole squad, and that is what we try to do tomorrow, to bring 100% good and physical good players to come in the next round. But that is what we like and what we will to do tomorrow.
You've given Cam Dawson a chance in the cup games so far. Will that continue tomorrow, or have you got
yes, of course. That is why what I say, we have no small situation that we say we let only, or we have only L11, but Cammy plays before against Reading. And the first games also in the FA Cup, so Cammy will be played tomorrow, of course.
You've also had an opportunity to have a look at George Hurst. He scored for the under-23s against Leeds, won a penalty as well. He's been training with the first team. What do you make of him so far?
Yeah, he's no for us no option. You must look to the situation. He had 7-8 months not play any game, only training. So it costs a lot of patience, but we must give it time.
Do you think he needs a few games in the under-23s before you can realistically consider whether he could play a championship game, or could this happen quite quickly, do you think?
That is what I say before. Give this time and give the patience, and then we must see what the future is bringing us.
He and Sean Clare both have contracts that need to be renewed. How big a priority is it, do you think, to get those 2 players signed up for the long term, given the way that Sean's played in the first team and given the talent obviously that George has got as well?
Yeah, what we do as a club, we give him he can sign a new contract. That is what Sean knows. He played for us in the first team. That is what Sean knows. We give him the chance to play in the first team, and He was very wide from the team away. Before he was 6 months to loan. He came back in the winter break, in the winter. So now we have the chance. So it takes also a little bit time, but he can every day sign a new contract when he will do that. So that is
it's up to him essentially.
That is the situation on this moment.
How enthused are you with the way that he's played so far? Because he, especially against Aston Villa, also against Derby, has looked very good, hasn't he?
Yes, but he must know a lot of things to learn. When you are a little bit too positive, you must also see what not was so good. He make a goal, but nobody speak about the third goal. It was his man in the 5 meters who scored the goal, and nobody see that, and we must see that. So it is also a situation we like that he make the goal, but the third goal, it was his man. He may have no good contact. He let him come in his behind, and he make the headed goal. He must more fight and more stronger, and he can take his arms so that he not come in his back and the opponent come to the headache situation. So that is also a situation what he must learn, and it goes to the details, and that are the details that what I speak before. They are very important on this level. But in the whole complex situation with him, he must a lot of things learn to be not only with us, but in the future can be a championship player. So he is on a good way, but not there that we can say he's a fast player for the first 11. He had only now 2 times play, but the future decide how many steps he make in his career.
I know obviously you've said many times that you have to manage your squad. Are players like Joao and Nuyu, are they going to be able to play in this game against Swansea? Are they in contention for that, or do you have to give them a rest?
I cannot say that now. We have after training, and it's the training decide at the end how the players are physical and 100%. And tomorrow we must make our strategy and our plan, and we make tomorrow the decision. But it goes not for one player. It is. I respect all my players and all my team. What we have here. So we try to give the best tomorrow. What we try to do to come in the next round.
And in terms of Swansea, you've had a look at them obviously because you've played them already. What did you make of them, and what type of game do you expect in this one in the FA Cup?
Yeah, maybe we must not see as a normal competition game, and I think Swansea do it also tomorrow. I think, yeah. When I looked at Swansea last Saturday, they have not a lucky game. They lose with 4-1 against Brighton. So they have also the chance to do the job better than last Saturday. And we must try also to be in the details with the setups. Example, what I said before. Also have a better defending. So I think my colleague Carlos and I, we must try to bring in the details the 100% situation that we learn from our mistakes that we make, and that we try also our chances to more effective bringing, and then we have the chances to come in the next round.
How badly do you want to win this game? There's the prize there of a quarter-final at Hillsborough against potentially Tottenham or Rochdale. Couple of games away from Wembley. How badly do you want to win this one?
Yeah, we will win very sure and 100% to come in the next round. But we have also with Swansea to do. We play not at home, where our fans give us support and give us also, I think, more energy and motivation. But the motivation tomorrow must be from inside. We must have a lot of passion to come in the next round, and it is 90 minutes, yeah, very hard working, and it will be very strong and heavy. But we will come in the next round, so you know that it's not that it is an easy way to come to the last 8 teams in the cup.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is all the pressure on Swansea tomorrow? The odds with them being at home?
Yeah, pressure maybe is not a good word, but Swansea is the Premier League club. They play at home, and we as a Championship club come to them. So they are the favourite, I think, and we must try from the underdog position to make a good game and hopefully also to come in the next round.
Can you play with freedom with them being favourites for the game?
Sorry?
Can you play with freedom in this game? You saying that they're the favourites to win it?
Yeah, you have always a situation that you make yourself also not the pressure in negative situation, but the pressure in positive direction. So it is good that you have the focus, that you are be 100% in the concentration, and then you must try to make a good game. But I think the team is or the team had a very good character to come also tomorrow to a good performance. So I'm not afraid for my team that we cannot maybe have a good game today.
Do you know yet if Ross Wallace is going to need surgery?
Yeah, in the next days we can say that. Ross is today in London to the professor, and today they decide if he has become a surgeon, yes or no.
Have you had any positive news on Marco Mateus, on how far away he is now?
He made good steps, but we must have patience before that he come back to the team.